Welcome at the Lautrec.
Rio de la Perse. Map of Paris.
Alright, so before we move on with the main story, time to do some side quests.
This early in the game, huh?
Yeah, again, Shiroi, we need to do side quests, otherwise we won't have strong enough
Milady,
Pokemon. Not to mention, most of the story and the character development actually comes from the side quests, not so much the main story. Alright.
That's kind of stupid.
So yeah, there's a total of 50 quests, and the first one is the only one available now, so let's do it.
All right.
So,
here's the
Pedro, here's a question.
Go ahead.
So, why are you doing the side quests in this game, but not in Unleashed? Unleashed also gave you story for side quests. Are side quests more important here? Like, is this one of those games that requires you to like beat side quests in order to unlock something?
Yes, it does, because the only way you're going to learn about Sophie's backstory is through side quests. I'm not even kidding.
It is said the seashell charm.
I get that you get more story, but does the game actually require you to get the side quests in order to proceed?
Pretty much. Like I said, Jova, you need strong Pokemon, and you're not going to make it against the tougher bosses if you don't get them. So yeah, you do.
And also, Jova, it's different in Unleashed because Unleashed is a platformer, not an RPG, so you shouldn't have to go out of your way to develop relationships between characters.
And the spirit flung
either way, you shouldn't have to go out of your way.
Causing it to rain.
I'm not saying that's okay either way. I'm
just
wondering.
It depends. It depends. The Tale series does it well, but we'll get to that when I record with it.
Yeah, I guess I was just wondering, why you would do side quests in this but not Unleashed. But I guess I get it now. They're more required here.
You'd like to save from drought?
Although, can't you just grind in Fury? Isn't that what you usually do?
No. Trust me, Joe. But grinding in this game, I'll explain grinding later. Hold on.
Alright.
Basically,
Basically,
Milady wants us to get something.
I've never known you to actually help anyone.
She needs something to help somebody, basically.
I'm only interested in mysteries.
Yes, of course.
I don't mind lending you the treasure.
Basically, she wants us to lend the treasure after we've tamed the spirit inside.
You know, Lautrec, even Sherlock Holmes occasionally was willing to take credit and actually acknowledge his stuff as
hey, look, it's Claude.
Achievements.
I heard what you're up to, and I'd like to help you out.
Cloud or Claude?
Claude.
It's a
Come on, Dwibs, tell me you can at least pronounce French.
What? Does a fella need a reason
or
to
has
help
your
people
country's
out?
flowing out with France been that bad ever
well,
since history?
I'd say I'm a man on
No, we're fine.
I just feel like finding that treasure was something I was
hey
meant
guys.
to do.
Yes.
You're no doubt
I was thinking when it's
curry favor with Milady.
when it's next my pick for a movie mentions
Dwibs, a bit off topic.
Here we go again.
Put it on text, maybe.
A man always does his best for the sake of love.
God damn it, Dwibs, keep your priorities straight. Grr.
Anyway, basically, Claude is coming with us because he wants to join us and have some fun. Let's start unraveling the riddle, shall we?
Wow, silent text boxes.
Now, I believe Napoleon Bonaparte once said that.
Shouldn't you be a bit more gruffer since, you know, Lautrec?
I know it said the word impossible is not preach.
French.
It looks like a P. This text...
Sorry, Shiro, I can't do anything about that.
Anyway, Pedro, shouldn't your voice be a bit more gruffer? I mean, you're using your latent voice.
But
Lautrec is a bit more of a deeper one.
Okay, fine. Well, he was actually borrowing words from La Fontaine. I'm doing my best impression of the voice actor, so... I'm not a voice actor, Jova.
Well, I know, but
the famous 17th century French fabulist.
I mean, it should be deep, like, but the picture here leaves no doubt. This is about Napoleon. Yeah, like that.
Whatever.
Napoleon? I'm
Napoleon of
particularly an expert on the subject.
Spoiler, she isn't.
She just thinks she is.
Yeah.
I know a lot more than you might think, Doctor.
Now, this ought to be interesting.
Really now. Sure.
Oh, just the other day, I saw that painting of his coronation.
Oh, did you? Then answer me this. I got distracted in this part, I think. What famous artist painted the coronation of Napoleon? Not that this has anything to do with anything, I just figured I would spot some more French trivia on you.
Oh, wasn't it Jacques something or other?
So, what's that about knowing everything, being an expert on Napoleon? No, not Jacques something or other.
Although, if you're an expert...
It was Jacques-Louis David.
To be fair, being an expert on
Wikipedia told me.
To be fair, being an expert on Napoleon shouldn't require that you know everything about the guy who painted a picture around him.
Oh, yes, of course. Jacques-Louis David.
Yeah.
Gee, you know, wouldn't it have been more fair to ask maybe a war question about Napoleon or one of his origins?
By the way, Shiro, as a heads up for next lines, in French, the word Louis, the S is silent, it's just Louis.
Okay. His work spanned the late 18th century to the early 19th century.
Good one. Again, more French trivia because that's important. You see why I'm gonna skip most of the side quests after the first three, Jova, because this is just I don't care. I don't care about French trivia.
I'd still like to see it through for it to be a legit playthrough, though. I mean, heck, just because I don't like something doesn't mean I'm gonna skip it over.
Don't you at least get some credit for remembering?
I know, I just take into account the responsibilities of a Let's Player, especially with a game that's so rarely seen on YouTube like this.
Well, this is all they're getting, this is boring.
There's a good reason why this is rarely seen, Jova.
Tisk, never mind.
Okay, we know it has something to do with Napoleon.
Just don't skip over
too much stuff. If this was later, we would have figured it out by now.
Thus, a visit to a museum with paintings of him might be a start for some reason. I don't have any reason to actually think this, I'm just... But the Pedro would be more promising.
Any of the Pedro, I mean, what are you going to skip for on side quest? The
dialogue? Hey, Dwebs, look at the bright side. There's no crazy plot twists.
Hey, look at that pose. It looks like one of Layton's poses.
His narcolepsy kicked in.
Okay, Glitch, got it with the sleeping.
Basically, Shiro, this is the game I usually use when it comes to defending Layton against haters. Like, try this one. There's no crazy plot twists. It's boring as hell, but there's no crazy plot twists.
Well, yeah, obviously Layton's better than this, but I'd counteract that with, well, what accomplishment is being better than Lautrec?
It has his name and everything.
That's like being better than, well, I don't know.
No, what I mean is I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like in terms of again my basic argument when it comes to that. I'd rather take a flawed plot where I actually give a shit about than a plot that has no plot holes, but at the same time it's boring as shit. That's like
a bad action movie being better than Ballistic. That's not much of an accomplishment.
But enough talk. We have some exploring to do.
Don't point
at wasn't plot twists is that apart from the crossover, they apparently come out of nowhere, which is complete bullshit. Because in some of the games, the plot twists are actually foreshadowed almost from the very beginning.
Yeah.
You just need to pay attention.
Sorry,
if you're not paying attention, that's not your fault. Sorry?
She said that aside from the crossover, the plot twists are actually cleverly foreshadowed in moments where you might not look like a foreshadowed, but when you think back, like for example, the
when the plot twist is actually revealed, you'll realize that some of the things will make sense.
Just remember one of our earlier parts of Lost Future Dwibs where you pointed out how that placement of that lighthouse in London in the river is stupid.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say that's exactly what the game wants you to think because it wants you to feel suspicious about that lighthouse.
Mm-hmm. In Curious Village, you find robot cogs.
Oh no! There's the cogs, the kidnapping of there's so many things that foreshadow that.
Yeah, I mean, if you think it comes out of nowhere, you just weren't paying attention, and that's your fault.
Right. Vigilance, sure.
Pardon me, is there anything around?
Don't you know what that is over there?
So, Pedro, when you say you're skipping through side quests, are you saying that you're going to be skipping over dialogue or mainly the gameplay?
I'm gonna be skipping entire side quests that have no plot whatsoever, aside from here's the map. Okay, let's go. Solve mystery, dialogue, generic shit, and then go for the side quest that has no plot whatsoever, and then we're done. Okay, there's no mystery I can unravel. Okay, we're done. Like those quests, I'm not gonna be showing at all because otherwise we'll die of old age before this game is over.
Doctor, let's go. It seems there's nothing for us here.
Trust me, Joe, very few games have an invincible amount of destructible filler as this game has. The Virgin Mary, a sacred place, solemnity.
Ladies and gentlemen, this part will be christened How to Put
Hey Joe, since you want to focus on the dialogue anyway, why don't you try to solve the mystery before they do? Come on, a lifeboat soldier is worth more. It's in the bottom screen.
You must be onto something. I'd better keep quiet.
A
life foot soldier is worth far more than the dead emperor. What does that mean to you?
A life foot soldier is worth more than...
Church, cross. A cemetery, perhaps. What do you think, Jova?
Hold on,
Sophie?
I'm thinking.
Yes, Doctor?
That bit about a lifeboat soldier.
Oh, riveting.
I thought it has anything to do with churches or cemeteries.
Could it be possibly referring to,
But what about a dead emperor?
Oh, I get it.
Maybe it's referring to a cemetery.
Alright, Jova,
maybe not.
Did you figure it out? Nope. See, even the riddles are boring. You know, crosses, gravestones, corpses. I love riddles. I shouldn't find this boring.
Crosses, gravestones, corpses, skeletons?
By Jove, I think I've got it, Sophie.
Isn't that a British saying?
You don't deserve that reference.
Wait, hold on. But isn't by Jove a British
They're
saying?
referencing Sherlock Holmes. Yes, they're referencing Sherlock Holmes. At least that's where I know the expression from. I don't know if... I'm pretty sure the expression already existed before Sherlock Holmes was created.
I get that.
But Sherlock Holmes was the one who made that popular, wasn't it, Whips?
Sorry?
Wasn't Sherlock Holmes the one who made the by Jove expression popular? At least worldwide?
I'm not quite sure about that one.
I'm pretty sure... What I'm saying, Pedro, is like, oh, that's a British saying, yet they're saying it smack dab in France.
Well, we don't really use it.
Okay. I like that expression, though.
Oh, I like it too.
Alright, so Les Invalides, which is the name of a hospital in Paris. In case you don't know.
Weird, I thought.
This is the riddle theme, by the way. This is the answer right here, Sophie.
Wow, this riddle theme is so exciting.
It is? I don't understand.
That's because this riddle makes no sense, Sophie. Les Invalides is a hospital and veterans home. So, they look after wounded soldiers and retired veterans. Okay. I've no doubt that emperor signifies it could mean... Okay, how many emperors did France have? Was it only one? Was it only Napoleon?
I'm not sure.
From what I recall, he's the only one that people really remember.
Well, I guess.
Yes, I mean, yeah, of course I knew that.
Sure, you...
Basically... Me out, Wiki.
Basically,
wait, sure. You're telling me that in your head canon, Sophie is this game's Whisper?
Yeah.
Anywho. Basically, Pedro, Napoleon was the French person that actually took up the term emperor because, as you may know, his goal was to conquer the entire world. Basically, before him, it was mainly just kings and queens of France.
Yes, Doctor.
That's why he took the emperor monocle.
Okay, so here's how it works. Now that we've solved the riddle, or at least, or rather the game solved it for us, it's time for us to find a labyrinth entrance. Basically, there's a labyrinth underground every single place in Paris. Don't ask me how that works, it just...
is that just a fancy word for sewer?
Oh yeah, that's right, I'm going to show some bios. Jean-Pierre Lautrec, Doctor of Archaeology, common, composed, logical, and incredibly well-read. He did professorship at an early age, just like Professor Layton.
Are you even trying, Konami?
Technological funds. Unfortunately, he has trouble communicating with others and has a sharp tongue. Some might even call him sarcastic. And blah, 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 blah. But he's interested in unraveling the mysteries beyond whatever. Okay, Sophie. Sophie Coubertin, university student in Paris. Since accepting a part-time job at Dr. Lautrec's assistant...
Who cares?
Amadas seems to be quite fond of the doctor for some reason that I will never understand. And yes, we do a mischievous monkey that lives in Dr. Lautrec's lab. Let's see if it actually explains what the fuck the monkey's even doing here. But he's not considered a pet. Favorite food is bananas. Well, the favorite didn't explain anything. Alright. Marie Beltoise, daughter of impoverished aristocrats, asks Dr. Lautrec for help to discover behind a strange gadget that has been in her family for generations.
Wait, when were we ever told that?
In the beginning, Joe, but I remember.
No.
Help me, Dr. Lautrec.
I get that. But when were we told that, like, well, she was the daughter of impoverished aristocrats and, like, well...
we're gonna learn that much later in the game, but, don't worry, Joe. The story will bring it up when
So
it's
let me
relevant.
get this straight. Her character bio literally spoiled something that we haven't even been told yet.
Actually, Jova, saying that she's a family of aristocrats, believe it or not, doesn't spoil anything about her.
No. Pedro. What I'm saying is, like, well, we didn't yet know that she was a daughter of, you know, impoverished aristocrats because, like, well, honestly, I was sort of questioning what she was even doing here, but her being a daughter of impoverished aristocrats might actually explain why she was with that evil man, because she's desperate. Not to mention the fact that, well, the gadget being in her family for decades, we weren't even told that. I mean, okay.
Joe, don't worry. Well, the story will bring it up later.
Pedro, I get that. I'm just saying, it's rather stupid to just go ahead and spoil plot details like that before they're actually told.
Wait, Joe. Are you trying to imply that this game is badly written?
Guys, can I say something?
Go ahead. Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead.
Okay, guys, honestly, I'm not really digging this art style.
Labyrinth entrance is always
According to Pixie, this is the same guy. The guy who made this art, these drawings, is the same guy who made Puyo Pop, which is a game she likes. I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Oh my god! I actually see it. Yeah, it does look like Puyo Pop, except not as well done though. Puyo Pop is much more differently animated. I mean, well, the art style is similar, but it's more animated, shall we say, instead of still images, for the most of the time anyway.
Well, I guess they wanted to focus the budget on getting as much voice acting as they could, I guess. I don't know.
Let's go for it.
Yeah, because if a game...
Puyo Pop is more of a Japanese thing.
Because if there's one thing a game lives and dies by, it's not gameplay, it's voice acting.
Oh, trust me, dude. There's a lot of gameplay in this game. Boring gameplay.
We know that because we're Sonic fans.
Don't worry, Dwebs. The dungeons is where the meat of the gameplay is, because it's a lot of exploration, slow, boring.
Pedro, you're right. This barely looks better than the PS1 game.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said.
Doctor, isn't this...
Alright, let's try to pay attention for a while.
Yes, it's the underground labyrinth shown on this map.
I know it's hard, but let's try to, you know...
Hey, it's not hard for me.
Well, good for you.
Good for you, Joe. But sorry, we can't all be as optimistic as you are.
No. It's not a matter of being optimistic. It's a matter of taking pride in my work as a commentator.
Seeing that old stick in the mud.
Well, Joe, the stuff I've seen throughout my commentating career, sometimes it is kind of hard to keep your spirits up.
Dwebs, like I said, it's not a matter of keeping spirits up. It's a matter of taking pride in your work.
What pride can I get?
Come on, guys, let's do this again. Let's do this again later, guys.
Did it suddenly get cold in here, or is it
Basically, just pay attention.
Basically,
Anyway, tell me.
Sophie just gave him the cold shoulder.
Doctor, I hear some sort of noise. Let's hurry on.
Yeah, I can pay so much attention to it.
It was just a joke.
Dwebs, don't.
Doctor, is this fellow really an adventurer? If he is, I've never seen one so frivolous before.
Frivolous?
An adventurer isn't really an occupation, sweetie.
As the son of a wealthy family, he enjoys the good life.
Oh my god, actual backstory.
Such, it's no
I wonder, are they gonna make a Count of Monte Cristo reference with this guy? Because it seems like they're setting that up.
Not with this guy, but with the Phantom of the Opera.
Wait.
So, you come from a wealthy family, Claude?
It's true. But don't go spreading the word around.
He comes from a wealthy family!
Freeloaders and gold diggers.
No, trust me, Dres. Believe it or not, this character is going to become more developed than the actual main character.
I'm not anyone in love with me for my money.
Yeah, basically, he's a woman's man, and even though he's very rich, he doesn't really care about being an aristocrat. He just wants to live the good life and shit. So he became an adventurer.
I am an adventurer. An adventurer for love, that is.
Oh, points for actually doing something you
well, let's give some credit. At least Claude has a personality.
All right.
So far.
Yeah. What's he getting all creeped out for? The guy's honest.
I know.
I know. That's why I said Claude is the best character.
yeah. Sorry.
And yet Sophie's treating him like he's some creep.
Yeah, that's just
it's a typical writing trope, Joe.
Yeah,
but like
I know.
And so the women are all like,
that's the trope I hate. A guy is honestly trying to be nice, but the girl just brushes him off like he's a creep.
Oh, well, you see,
don't you know, Dwebs in media, nice guys are weird.
Well, Twips, to be
Fuck
fair...
that trope.
Hold on, Twips. Allow me to be fair, because we're gonna learn later, does indeed flirt with the ladies and then kinda, you know, makes them think he's the love of his life, and then kinda, you know, stop seeing them and shit. So to be fair, he is not exactly a saint, shall we say.
Well, how does he go about doing it, though? I mean, does he outright cheat on them, or does he actually, you know, let them off?
You know, Joe, the typical womanizer who, you know, doesn't want commitments and shit.
Oh, I get that. Bamiko, is he actually honest with the woman when he does let them, you know?
Is he like Charlie Sheen, but without the sex part?
I guess.
Find one difference.
Okay, so, well, I mean, I guess Pedro.
Don't you just love how they just?
Hold on, Joe, a new puzzle. All right, so this is the first
don't you just love?
Hold on, Dwebs, new puzzle. Hold on, Dwebs, new puzzle.
New type of puzzle. So find the differences. We have two images, and they have one minor difference between them. So find the difference, guys.
Don't you just love how they just clearly took that from like Google Images?
Took what from Google Images?
Yeah.
Oh, this.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, Konami, Sega during the Dreamcast era actually did something like this, except they put it in the entire background of a 3D Sonic level. Maybe you might want to actually try and do that much effort if you're just going to use that sort of stuff. Well, actually...
Joe, can you find the difference?
Gee, I wonder what it could be.
Okay, I'm not any good at these puzzles, so...
there you go.
It's right there.
There's an extra cloud in the bottom. There we go.
Wow, bland puzzle solved music. I feel so fulfilled.
But basically, Joe, the main reason why there's no completed playthroughs of this game on the internet, aside from one girl who completed the whole thing but by sticking the camera in front of the 3DS, is because people just kind of, you know, like the 3DS E-Star playthrough, for example. He played it for 6 parts and then he gave up because the game was too boring. Same thing with Plague 2.
Really?
Basically, nobody
actually said that?
Yeah, they said they interrupted their playthroughs because they couldn't give a shit. So basically, Joe, aside from me and Pretty Heroin on YouTube, as far as we know, nobody actually bothered to complete this game.
We're going to be the first to do it with a proper recording.
No one even bothered to buy this game.
Yeah.
Oh, some people did bother to buy it, but
how many
obviously
units
not
did
that
it
many.
sell?
I'm pretty sure the main reason why people bought it was because it looked like Professor Layton, not because they actually, you know...
Because it had its own qualities.
Might as well try and do some research on that.
Guys, hold on, guys.
What?
I solved the crosswords!
Yay! Anywho, Pedro, I mean, well, I guess I'm sort of feeling that, like, well, you're not going to cut out any side quests that actually, you know, focus on the characters that we like.
No. I'm gonna include every single amount of plot. Don't worry about that.
Oh, I see.
I'm just gonna skip anything that comes across as redundant. Like, for example...
okay, fair enough. Sort of like what I do with falsifiers, like when I feel I've done this over and over, I just zoom through or cut it out.
Like for example, let's say these treasure animatus battles. You know,
Let's get to the
treasure animatus battles always boil down to the same exact you're always doing the exact same thing. There's literally no difference in strategy. So for the ones that, aside from story important ones, I skip the optional ones because, you know, just trim down the fat.
Hey, it's Yokai Watch.
No, Dibs. The Yokai Watch character monsters actually have personality and are memorable. So let's not.
And the design is a little more interesting.
By the way, Dibs, guess what? You know that yokai that I showed you that makes people reveal their secrets?
Yeah.
The English name for her is Tattletale.
Oh, yeah. I saw the clips of the English stuff that you presented.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good.
That's a typical way that level 5 block classes to the game. They changed their jokes to ones that make more sense for Western audiences. They took a cue from Ace Attorney in that regard.
Although in the preview videos that you sent me, they still called Jibanyan.
Yeah, they wanted to keep he's the mascot, so they wanted to keep the name the same for the sake of...
I suppose it's not a difficult name to pronounce, really.
And the reference with Jibanyan as cat in Japan is one of the more commonly known references over here in America.
True.
Basically, in Japanese you pronounce it Jibanya, but in English you pronounce it Jibanyan. Basically, you emphasize on the ba. Don't ask me why. Just
Okay.
You know, the sad thing is that even though this game is more text-based than Fossil Fighters, we still had more to talk about in Fossil Fighters.
Again, Jova, that's the main reason why I'm, skipping down the fat, because otherwise we'll die of old age before this game is over.
But seriously, a story-based game like this somehow has less to it than, well,
the thing is, Jova,
but again, I should take that back. I mean, Fossil Fighters, while it is not the most deep story, does still have enough content to actually be substantial for what it is, so I guess that comparison's not fair. That said, though,
Go ahead.
That said, though, with Fossil Fighters, I could at least get some characters I actually could like.
Sir, didn't we just chase this guy out of the building?
But here, though, the only characters the only characters I would side with so far, for sure,
Milady
Claude and Milady.
I told you.
Well, so far, I mean, who knows? Maybe the game might pull something.
No. Actually, I actually do grow to like Sophie by the time this is over because her backstory is fun enough. It's okay. So basically, this is a plot puzzle.
Hey, music that isn't bland.
Yes. In case you don't remember, this is the music from the scene in Lost Spectre where they're chasing the Black Raven. For the rooftops and shit.
Neat. You took my advice of speeding stuff up.
Basically, this is a very slow, boring block puzzle where I have to always wait for the guards to not see me, so I have to... Trust me. Basically,
can you cross the guards?
Basically, this is the only block puzzle combined with... No, I can't cross the guards, no. Basically, this is the only... Basically, Joe, you see how I'm doing a block puzzle combined with stealth?
Yeah.
Of avoiding the guards. Basically, after I've done this, since you've seen it, I'm gonna show any more of these types of rooms because, well, it will just come across as redundant. You know what this is. You don't need to see this. Trust me. You're missing nothing.
Are you sure that they don't try and up the difficulty in a different way, though?
Don't worry. Any major differences that are worth showing off, I will show. I'm keeping a conscious effort to do that. Anyway, last type of puzzle. There we go, guys. We've officially seen every type of puzzle in this game. A minesweeper clone.
Basically, Pedro, here's
I am not even kidding. We're doing fucking minesweeper.
Don't you mean Sudoku?
Fine.
I don't even care.
This game is so boring. I may as well be reading us a bedtime story.
I don't even like Sudoku or crosswords or.
In fact, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find a bedtime story.
Like for example, Joe. You know this minesweeper thing, or the Sudoku, whatever. Yeah. You know this minigame. Basically, every time you're doing this, it's always the exact same thing. Basically, the way it works is... I know. For example. You know how it works then? Okay. In that case...
Hey guys, I just found a...
I see what you mean by Minesweeper. So it's a combination of Sudoku and Minesweeper. You need to get the number patterns right to also get something to happen, a la Minesweeper and Sudoku.
Hey guys, I just had an idea for like
Hold on, Dwibs. Hold on. Hold on, Dwibs. Anywho, Pedro.
Basically, you see that block with number 9 in it?
Yes.
Basically, that means that a total of 9 blocks around that block can be hit without, causing the thing to, crack and shit and lose a hint thing. And if we lose all hints and crack again, we fail the minigame or puzzle, whatever.
If I want to do Sudoku, I'll buy a book of them for £1 from the pound shop. I'm not going to pay 30 quid to play a game.
Fuck that. You can do Sudoku on the internet for free. Who gives a?
Anyway, I was just going to say, I found like a thing we could do if we're really, really bored and we got nothing to do game-wise.
What? Comic books?
We could have Dick Layton read bedtime stories.
Not yet.
Oh, fun.
Not yet, though. Anywho, Pedro, here's my advice. So it's like, I get a lot of stuff. A lot of the stuff is extremely redundant. But here's a way that you can sort of cut down on it, but also sort of show it. Like, speed it up lightning fast. Like, go to 32 seconds.
So wait a minute, Joe. But you're suggesting that every time something random happens, I just speed through it?
Yeah.
Instead of cutting it?
Like
Exactly.
he does in Fossil Fighters.
Exactly.
There's a problem. There's a very critical flaw in your plan, Jova.
What?
I'm a lazy shit.
Oh, come on, Pedro. It's not that hard. I mean, you're already using
And he's also stubborn. Bear that in mind.
Oh, come on, Pedro.
Jova, I've already recorded like half of the game by cutting things, so I can't really change pacing
I get that.
right now.
I get that. I mean, from now on, like, say, I would suggest that, because, okay, basically it's like this. Yeah, we're giving the audience the idea that the game is redundant, but why not sort of show them while we can still speed through it? It's like, for later parts, you can sort of...
Let's get to the experience our pain.
Jova, come on, don't make me force Shiro and Dwebs to check out 50 parts of this. Come on.
Pedro, can we pull a Nino Kuni and have Jova share some of his optimism with us?
Yeah, Jova, become a wizard so you can share your optimism with us.
Wait, hold on. What does my optimism have to do with me coming up with the idea to speed through stuff?
You're the only one.
You are unaffected by this Borefest.
Yeah.
Well, that's because I can think of a lot of stuff. Well, that's because I can think of a lot of stuff to complain on. You see, guys, if there's anything Channel Awesome has told me, is that even the most boring of stuff can have some riffing material.
We struggle to think of stuff to say about ballistic.
Again, guys, don't worry.
But
don't
even
worry.
with ballistic,
this is only.
But remember. Oh, I was responding to Dwibs actually.
The point is, don't worry, guys. We're going to see only the first 3 side quests completed. Well, actually 4, because I want to show basically that you're not missing it, and that's where I start cutting stuff, and then it's just going to be, for the most part, just story. It's just for the sake of us, getting through this shit, because it just takes so fucking long.
Joe, we're not completionists.
Yeah, we're not completionists, Joe.
Dwibs, it has nothing to do with being a completionist. It's just remembering to show some of the gameplay along the way. It's like,
Joe, there's also a problem that this game is boring as shit, aside from you, maybe. We're all bored as crap, so obviously...
Hey, you said I'm not bored.
Fine, that's all the more reason for you to approve of me trying to trim down the fat so we can get this over quickly.
Exactly. And I'm giving you an idea of how to trim down the fat, but still show some of the gameplay. Like, speed through it lightning quick.
Is the gameplay the same?
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah, of course. That's why you should speed through it.
We're just being redundant if we show the audience, sped up or not, the same crap over and over.
Yeah.
It's redundant either way, but that's the idea, to get the point across that the game is redundant. It's like,
that's why I'm showing the first 4 side quests uncut, so people can get a good idea, and then I can start cutting shit.
Well, you have to remember, Pedro, a lot of games have this knack of pulling a variety twist after the first few bits of this.
Jova, it's fucking Dr. Lautrec. Do you think anyone's gonna try to stand up for this?
Hey,
really?
You'd be surprised, Pedro. There's always someone. I always come across someone who will defend the lowest of the low. If you remember, Pedro, last year Bender got a 6%. That means some people actually did stand up for it. If that film could have some people supporting it, then yeah, anything's possible.
Anyway, story.
The seashell charm. It looks just like the legend says.
The legend says
this is great, Doc.
Boring.
With that shell, we can make rain for that dried-up old village.
That's it, the rain for the dried-up
True
village.
Love's right around the corner now.
I probably wonder what does he mean with that? Let's just watch.
His true love, he probably means the diamond.
Hello there, Milady.
Oh! Or did he mean Milady? We don't even ever see them get the diamond.
Part 12,
Okay. I'll just check how long part 12 is.
I think it is.
Let me check. Went as smooth as silk.
Alright, you check them.
Milady, feast your eyes on this.
Basically, he's trying to impress Milady.
I have the seashell charm. See?
Let me guess, those two are going to be a couple by the end.
My. I knew it.
Yep.
I knew
hey, just think. Hey, well, honestly, they deserve each other. I mean, they're the most likable characters in this game. Why not?
And I heard from the village just
Why can't
a moment ago.
playing as these
They
characters?
said it had
Yeah. Hey, honestly, I'm more interested in these two. I mean, seriously.
I'd be a bit more invested in a game about these two.
Yeah, I mean, imagine it. I mean, like, well, a smooth adventurer and his
Thank you, monsieur.
and his
I'm so
well,
glad
not
I
yet
entrusted you with
fiance,
this
but
quest.
his girlfriend's sidekick, who looks rather awesome with that design, may I say?
What about Claude? He's looking a little
Roy,
put
it's
out.
actually no,
I mean,
we did
he
part
did
12 already. Never mind.
Part 13.
Yeah,
He
29
wasn't
minutes.
there, at least.
Remember, guys, we promised Pedro 2
Why don't you
Lautrec
say
parts in a
something to him
row
too?
since we did 2.
Yeah.
Actually, no.
Claude,
I'm perfectly
I
fine
appreciate the help.
going back to GTA.
I
and
know.
going back to-
I
must be a
know. I'm
masochist,
just saying, I
'Cause
promised
that's
you
another
2
part of you I
parts.
find irresistible.
Well, depends. Let me see how
The
long
two
part
of you
4
would
is.
make a fine couple.
Part 4
Aw.
I'm jealous.
Part 4
Force-
went 6 hours
Huh?
long.
I'm guessing that
Yeah,
was
I doubt
foreshadowing.
that'll ever happen between
Yeah,
you
it
and a
was.
stick in the mud.
You're probably right.
Wow,
Yes,
you-
for some-
wow.
Okay,
Oh my
yeah,
god,
we
oh my
also-
god. Well, that didn't take long. Sophie already realizes that the dock is stick in the mud.
Honestly, sorry, I'm not sure whether you can stick around for that long, whether you can stay awake for that long.
Any Pedro, I mean, well, yeah, I know it's redundant, but I mean, well, but think about it like this.
Java,
You
let's
could
do this off screen. Let's see everybody.
What sort of did give us something to
But
talk about
Pedro,
concerning the game.
we've got 11 seconds.
Yeah.
See everybody.
And to be fair, it is related to the game. How about
See
that?
everybody.
We have a part dedicated to us talking about how to edit this game.
I'm pretending
everybody.
to juggle.
See everyone
See
in the next part.
Fuck,